It is easy to die, but difficult to live. That's what I used to tell my patients, don't commit suicide. You're not solving any problems, you're carrying the problems to the next birth, to the life after. So all of us are going to pass through that experience of an astral life. What the Siddhas did was, being aware of all the 5 bodies, they were so trained by the masters, the great masters of wisdom. They withdrew each one of the bodies from the sheets and learned to function in them very, very efficiently, as you people are trying to function in the physical body. When you can handle it, then it is the time then you'll be taught these techniques and you can manage it. Otherwise, it's very easy. For example, when a person is hit by an automobile in the streets, the vital body is thrown out like a bullet. That's it. It's very difficult for you to come back. Some of you people might have seen some of the problems which our astronauts had in space. A lot of problems of that type will arise. In astral projection, there is no gravity. If I had said this about 500 years back, I would have been taken to the mental asylum. The Siddhas' works talk about it. When you talk about Lahima Siddhi, you float in the air, my friend, you float in the air. People generally used to ask me, if that is so, what happens to gravity? It's a very intelligent question to ask. Gravity doesn't apply to you in the astral plane. Gravity applies to you in the physical plane. When the astronauts went far beyond the gravitational environment of the earth, there was no gravitational pull of the earth. So what happened? They started floating. If I let this go, down it falls. Because it is within the reach of the gravitational force of the earth. If you can go beyond the gravitational force, this book will not float, but it will not fall, it will float. Newton's law will not apply there. And this is what the Siddhas folks talk about. They're going there, astral projection, floating in the air. This is all. People are believing a fairy tale and a myth. Why not? What happened to our astronauts finally? When they went beyond the reach of the gravitational force, they started doing the same like Lahima Siddhi. They started floating in the air. So my friends, you cannot understand astral projection. You cannot indulge in it with your puny pigeon intellect and your limited scientific knowledge that is in existence today. What you need, if I may put it so, nothing but implicit faith in every word and letter that has been sung by the Siddhas in these great verses. When you do that, then you will understand the great Master Kriya Babaji Maharaj. What all Siddhis he has done, millions and millions of them in our lives. Otherwise the whole thing is going to sound to you like a fairy tale. You are now going to visit Bogota, Guyana, Trinidad and so many places. We are going to talk about Siddhantham, but very, very carefully. Only when you come to the advanced classes, we talk about this freely. If people raise some questions, so I am talking about it. Otherwise I won't. It will be a closed book. Only when the question comes, from the depths of your being, seeking knowledge and help. We are allowed to talk about it, not otherwise. So nobody can understand the great Master Kriya Babaji Nagaraj unless they pass through those great experiences for which he is so well known. Otherwise, Tamil Kriya Siddhantham, we should try to talk only about the outer reaches and the basic principles and tattvas as we call it. But as far as going to the core of it, it is meant only for those selected few who with the great spirit of adventure are prepared to go beyond the physical to the vital, vital to the mental, mental to the intellectual, intellectual to the spiritual, leading to Aum Shanti 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 Shalom Shatnam Shad Tavoyum Am Spread Swami Kami Amen Amen Auman Sela Umasa Jijo Shakano Pungam Tamil Kriya Mangala Bolagangam Tangagam Om Padam Siddharama Om Om Grenamo. Peace be unto you all.